Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today. It's February 9th, my first video of 2024. Finally got off my ass to do a DVD Blu-ray update. Uh, just haven't had the oomph to do any videos, you know how it is. Um, so what I'm doing it this angle instead of there, which is where I usually do it, because both the small ring lights I have, I can't charge them anymore. So I actually want you guys to see the the um the DVDs instead of it being too dark. But if I go out today, I might try to look for another ring light, but I don't know. I'm having a bad hair day, so I'm wearing one of my Christmas presents, my Godzilla one that my mom sent me. But the DVDs I'm going to be showing you, I've gone as far back as November. It's not a big stack for like the 2.5 to 3 months, but and just ignore. Well, don't ignore it because it's actually good content on YouTube that I have on. So we will get started. First one up, the funny thing is, I've watched this. I haven't watched the first two because I asked people, do I need to watch the first two movies to understand the third? And they said no. My dad and I watched this on New Year's Eve, and that is Equalizer 3, which I loved. Still haven't gotten around to watching the first two yet, but I got really into it. So I enjoyed the hell out of it. Gave it an 8.5 out of 10, so I really enjoyed Equalizer 3. And then I also picked up The Nun 2. I know how people are with this film. I liked it for what it was. So, another addition to the Conjuring universe. Is it good? Not really. Well, not, I don't want to say not really because I gave it a 7 out of 10, but I enjoy it. I think it's a good movie, so. And then I went to my usual place. I took some movies in, and then I found some, and you could do a trade-in. So I was supposed to get $76 back. I didn't have a lot, but I had enough that I wanted to get them out of my room. So in hindsight, I got these three and got $13 back. But considering how two of them, one isn't out on Blu-ray, and the other one is out on Blu-ray, but it's $40 fucking dollars. So the first one I picked up, I flipped out when I saw this because I've been trying to find it for years. To get the complete collection on Amazon, it was like $40, and I got it for $9.99. And it is a Region 2, but that doesn't bother me because I have a region-free Blu-ray DVD player, and that is Kindred the Embraced. So I've been wanting to see this for a long time. Couldn't find it anywhere. Like I said, the collection on Amazon.ca was $40, and I'm like, that's a little much. But considering what I spent on one of these things, that's nothing. So, and then I picked up Razorback. Like, yeah, it was $16.99, but the Blu-ray for this runs to $40, which is I go back and forth. It's like I don't want to pay $40 for a movie that's been out for 40 years, but yeah, I can't wait to see this because I've wanted to watch it ever since it was showcased on In Search of Darkness 2. And I watched this during my my horror marathon last year. I had to watch it on the Soap Today site because no other site had it. I loved it. It was pricey. It was a $30 for it was $30 for a used DVD, but like I said, I did a trade-in, so I didn't have to pay for it. That was 1986's Trick or Treat. Because I keep hearing it is coming out on Blu-ray. It isn't. I don't know what it is, but I'm finally happy to have it in my collection because I only watched it last year, but I've wanted to watch it for years, but you can't find it, and even Amazon, the used ones were so fucking expensive. So okay, and this one I think I got off eBay. Some of you may or may not know, when I was with Horror Pack, which I do miss, but I don't miss having duplicates every pack, we got Elvira's Movie Macabre, Count Dracula's Great Love, which I was kind of the first time I saw it. Second time I was like, Third time I really liked it enough that I have the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray. but I was drawn to the actor Paul Naschy, and I have tried to find a lot of his films. Some of them have been shown on Tubi, some of them aren't available anywhere. I did buy like the 2 Scream Factory sets, watched every film, only liked one of each set. But the one character he's played is this werewolf character, Valdemir Devninsky, I think the character's name. He's played the character like 9 times. And I've got more of those than I do anything else. But I found this, and I know it's going to be a blah movie because it's directed by Fred Orlin Ray, the director of Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. But I love that movie, so I figured I'm going to like this. I didn't pay much for it, and it's called Tomb of the Werewolf, which I did get on eBay. This one I picked up at Sunrise because I don't know if you guys are having the same issue with your Walmarts, but the one in my town, the entertainment section sucks. Like, yeah, they have video games and stuff like that, but the DVD Blu-ray section is atrocious. It is absolutely atrocious. And yet the one like 20 minutes away from my house is so great. But it's like, do I want to drive out 20 minutes to save $3, or do I just want to buy it at Sunrise? Half the time I gotta buy it at Sunrise. And I picked up The Exorcist Believer, which I know has gotten a lot of shit, really bad reviews, but I still haven't watched it yet. So I got to make up my own decision on the movie, whether I like it or not. But considering the franchise as a whole, it's got 6 movies, I think. Well, because there's Exorcist the Beginning and Exorcist Dominion, the prequel to The Exorcist. It's only got 2 movies that are great, which is the first one and the third one. So, and this pack is what I got for Christmas. Yes, I'm that far along. 2 of the blind buys I haven't watched, and the other 3 I actually have. Fuck me. I've actually seen in the theater. I wanted to go see this and the other blind buy in the theater, but of course back in October I threw my back out really bad and I missed the whole month of work, and I couldn't go to the movie theater. This was one of the movies, which was Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know anything about the game or books or whatever, but I want to see it. It looked good. Matthew Lillard is in it, and if you are a child from the 90s, though I was a child/teenager of the 90s, I grew up on Hackers, I grew up on Scream, so I can't wait to check this out. And then one of the other ones I got for Christmas, my dad and I did go see this in the movie theater. We both enjoyed it. I don't know why anybody else did, because to tell you the truth, I'd rather watch an 83-year-old action hero than some of the people we have now, and that of course is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I really liked this. I don't know why everybody dissed on it. The other blind buy that I really wanted to go see in the theater, even though I'm not really the biggest fan of this franchise, I wanted to see this movie in the theater, but of course the back issue, I couldn't do it. And that was Saw 10, and I've heard this is like the 2nd or 3rd best in the Saw franchise. Oh, excuse me, because my favorite out of the franchise is still the first movie. So, and then I saw this at the drive-in last summer with Disney's Haunted Mansion, which wasn't really good, but this one I loved because I grew up on the cartoon, I grew up with the toys, I grew up with the 90s movies, and that of course is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Oh my fucking god. I need my Pepsi. That's what I need. There we go. And if you're wondering what that light is, it is actually a Godzilla LED light that I got for Christmas as well. Oh yeah, did see Godzilla -1. Absolutely loved it. The first film in 11 years, I gave a 10 out of 10 rating. So, but back to this. I loved it. I've been a Ninja Turtles fan all my life. Michelangelo is my favorite turtle. He always has been. I wish I had the old cassettes from the 90s movies where you could get them in the colors of the turtles. The orange, purple, red, or blue. I always had orange because, like I said, Michelangelo is my favorite turtle. I had fun with this. It was goofy at times, but I mean, it's Ninja Turtles. I cannot turn away from it. Same as with this one. My dad and I we were gonna go see the, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning in the movie theater, and I suggested, well, that and this movie are playing at the drive-in. Do you want to go see it then? And we both said, he said yes, and it's a good thing because our drive-in is actually closing down this season. I'm so sad. um, Everybody's been trying to save it, but nothing's working, which is bad. Because it was so much fun watching movies at the drive-in. And the movie in question is Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Again, like Turtles, grew up with the cartoon, grew up with the toys, had the emotional breakdown during the 86 movie in the theater. The only I've only seen out of these, the Michael Bay kind of movies, I've only seen one, motherfucker, Revenge of the Fallen, and this in the theater. Mostly because I was working the graveyards at the time and I didn't go to the movies as much. But I like this, of the old school Optimus Prime, because, I mean, hello. And the voices are cool, like Ron Perlman. I was like, yeah, you can't go wrong there. But yeah, I enjoyed this for what it's worth. It was one out of all the Transformers movies, this would be my second or third favorite. I still have not watched Bumblebee yet. But the first one that came out in 2007 will always be the best one. So, and this I ordered off of Diabolique DVD because to get it on Vinegar Syndrome was expensive. It overall was expensive because it is a 4K, and I don't usually do the 4K because I have 2,200 DVDs and Blu-rays or more. I don't need to redo the whole collection for a third or fourth time as I did from VHS to DVD to Blu-ray and Blu-ray to 4K. I'm like, no. And my TV and my Blu-ray player work fine. I don't need to upgrade. Maybe in the future I will. Way in the future. But some movies you can only get with the 4K, and this is one of them, and this is one of the greatest films of my childhood, and that is a movie called Daryl, which stands for Data Analyzing Robot Youth Lifeform. I love this set. I haven't watched the movie yet, but that's like the old DVD cover. But this was one like The Goonies, like Neverending Story, Explorers, and a bunch of others I would watch constantly over and over and over again. If you haven't seen this, I recommend it. It's from 1985, but yeah, it is such a great film. It's a little bit sci-fi because the title gives it away when you say Data Analyzing Robot Youth Lifeform, but it's a charming little movie. I love it. The fact that I spent $80 on this tells you something about it, but it was the only way to get it on Blu-ray. So Daryl, definitely recommend it for anybody who hasn't seen it. Okay. And then I got this off eBay because it was actually a decent price, because Amazon, I think it was a little bit high. I've never seen this. I've wanted to watch it for years, and it's called My Best Friend's Vampire from the Vestron collection, number 30. I know that Wilson from House is the main guy in it, but I also saw that David Warner and Renee, I cannot pronounce his name, Odo from DS9 was in this, and I grew up watching both guys, so I was like, this is gonna be neat to finally watch. Now, I am not one of those people who goes on, I think it's called Stinky Tuna. It might be another name, where you can get movies from Netflix onto Blu-ray, which I actually should, because I don't think they're ever going to put out season 3 or 4 of Stranger Things. But some of them are pretty pricey, and this particular movie was on Paramount Plus up here in Canada, and now it is gone. The minute it left, I was like, fuck it, I'm buying this movie, because anybody who knows me, this was my favorite horror film of 2022, which was funny because it's not relatively it is a well-loved series, but I mean, the quality of it went so downhill. The quality is back with this one. You could tell they spent quite a bit of money on it. And I watched it and I was like, wow, this is actually it's my fourth favorite, because it goes 1, 2, and 3, and then this one. But this was such a good reboot remake, and that is 2022's Hellraiser. Such a good movie. And then when we were out at Walmart out in the White Rock area, these were there. My dad gave me shit for buying them because they were $50 each. He's like, they're on Disney Plus. I go, yeah, Dad, but the price of Disney Plus has gone up. I am now paying $16.49 for it. To only be used on one TV or computer or what have you. And he went, oh, I go, yeah, because the minute it goes up to $20, I'm canceling the subscription. So I was like, I might as well get the physical media, because I am a collector, as the upcoming thing will prove. And I picked up the steelbooks of The Mandalorian Season 1 and 2, and I'm actually now extremely happy I got these because of the passing of Carl Weathers, which is so sad. I mean, already it's February and I'm already saying fuck you 2024. But yeah, I mean, hello. I love this show. I do know, I do believe that Star Wars had fallen off, like the movies and stuff, but this is what brought a lot of people back, because it was good storytelling, good everything basically. But yeah, I'm happy to have these in my collection just in case I do cancel Disney Plus if the price goes higher. Well, everybody's talking about Netflix, and maybe it's if you get it to like be in one TV and then the other TV is more expensive, because my price of Netflix hasn't gone up at all. But I don't know. But the Disney Plus thing is getting a little fucking ridiculous. So, and it's sad because there's a lot of stuff on there I want to watch, but I mean, I'm not going to pay $20 a month for it. And then, where did I get this? Did I get it on eBay or Amazon? I think I got it on Amazon. And it's another Paul Naschy film, and I actually have watched it because it was a blind buy, and it's called Night of the Executioner, which when you read the synopsis of it, it is a very Death Wish type movie. He plays a doctor who's celebrating his 50th birthday at his house with his wife and daughter, and these gang of thugs come in. They beat and rape and kill his wife and daughter. They cut out his tongue, and he has to watch the whole thing happen. But after he survives, he goes all Charles Bronson on these guys in very creative ways, because you can see he's got knives there, but he uses knives, guns, his bare hands, and I was like, whoa. So I did like this movie, even though rape scenes, you know, they're not fun to watch. They never have been. But really good movie. And for someone who owns both the original and remake A Death Wish, I haven't watched either of them. I just know the reputation of both. Well, particularly the first movie, which I do want to see, because I do like Charles Bronson. So, but if you're a Paul Naschy fan, I definitely recommend checking this out. He actually directed and wrote this movie as well. Okay, before I get to these ones, because this one came in next. This, I have never seen the series. It is on Tubi, but the problem is they start when this character shows up almost 200 episodes into the show. It's a British show that lasted almost, don't quote me, like 300 to 400 episodes. But to buy this particular thing on Amazon.ca with the shipping, well, I have Amazon Prime, so the shipping would be free, but the taxes alone, I would have paid $550 for this. But I found it on eBay. So overall I paid like the initial $260 for it. But then I had the duty fees, and that was $50, but that is still cheaper than what I would have paid on Amazon. When I got it home, I didn't expect this bitch to be that fucking big. I know a lot of people love this show. When it came out in the 60s, that they even said they would rush home from school, elementary school and high school, to watch this show. And that is the complete original series of Dark Shadows. Look at the fucking size of this bitch. But yeah, I was like, yeah. I was wrong. I was way off because on the back here it says 1,225 episodes. Whoa. It is used, which I am okay with because I mean, it was basically a $250 difference. This is what the inside looks like. And you see the character. One of the discs is missing because I'm going to start watching this because it'll probably take me the entire year. But yes, I'm crazy. But I mean, if you're going to have something on streaming, because it was on Amazon Prime for a while, but they only start when this vampire character, I can't pronounce his name. I know what his name is. Barnabas Cribbins, yes. But it was like episode 200 where he showed up, and it's like, yeah, but I want to see the other 200 episodes. So, but yeah, I am crazy. But I mean, we're all big collectors. We all have our certain things, and I did want this set. I just didn't think it was this big. So, this area right here is where it goes because I have no other place to put it. But, I mean, it is got some wear and tear on it, but I mean, there is a big difference between paying $550 and essentially, I did drop $300 on this, but I mean, that's a big difference. If you have watched the series, let me know. I do have the Tim Burton movie, which I've never seen because I've always wanted to watch the show, but of course, it was hard to get because they were out of print or they were high in price, like just for one disc that had like 25 episodes or whatever. It was so much money, but I'm happy to have the complete original series of Dark Shadows. I know there's another one with the late Ben Cross. I wouldn't mind checking that out when I finish this, but I think it's just going to be as equally hard as to get this. Okay, after that we will move on to the last three. I went back to Willow Video, where I got like the Trick or Treat and Razorback, because I've also got a Nintendo Switch, and I've had so much fun playing it, but it was, again, I didn't want to drop $400 on a brand new thing, and I got it and a game for $300, so I went back to look at the games, didn't see any, so all I've got is Mario Party Superstars and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Edition. But I went to look at the Blu-rays because I did see a Blu-ray I really wanted, but like I said, I just dropped that amount of money on the system and the game. So I went back a couple of days later after payday, and I found this one I've seen, and it's an upgrade from DVD to Blu-ray. It's called 100 Ghost Street, The Return of Richard Speck. It is part of the Asylum line. This is one of the few Asylum movies I actually like, and it was only $9.99. Like, when I got the DVD, like, 3 years ago, used, it was $7. So, but yeah, I did enjoy this, which is surprising, because, like, it's Asylum release, but yeah, it upgraded it. And this one was a little bit pricey, $24.99, but it's out of print on Amazon and even eBay. They wanted a little too much money for it. And the funny thing is, I did not like the first movie. I haven't seen the others, but when I found out Roy Scheider and Rutger Hauer are in the 2 sequels, I was like, well, I gotta watch them. And the other one I haven't watched either, and that is the Miramax multi-feature collection of Dracula 2000, Dracula 2 Ascension, Dracula 3 Legacy, and They. So Dracula 2, or yeah, this one I didn't care for. I might give it a rewatch, I might like it, but you have Gerard Butler playing Dracula. Yeah, and this was 7 years before he did 300. So, and in Dracula 2, The Ascension, this one you had Roy Scheider, and the third one you had Roy Scheider again, and you had Rutger Hauer playing Dracula. I was like, well, I love both men. I grew up watching their movies as a child, and I was like, I know they're probably not going to be that good, but I want to see them. And I have always wanted to see, but it was, again, couldn't find a decent price for it, and but yeah, picked it up because it was it would be like 25 something on eBay, and then it would be like an extra $10 shipping. I mean, please explain to me, guys, how this is worth $10 shipping. Please explain that to me. I don't know. But this one was the movie I wanted to get. This was showcased in Search of Darkness 3, and I've heard, and I think my friend Justin, Ryan1988, said that this is going out of print through Scream Factory. And I said, well, I want to watch it. And I couldn't find it anywhere. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just pick it up. It was $19.99 because this place also has a rare find section, and this is where it was at. And that is the 1981 movie Fear No Evil. I'm trying to get a lot of the movies I haven't seen that were on the In Search of Darkness films, the documentaries, I should say. And this was one of them. But yeah, I do want to see this. I mean, I've watched a couple that were on there, like Slaughter High I watched earlier this year, and I actually like that. Whether I will drop the $45 for the Vestron Blu-ray. If it is Vestron, I can't remember. I don't know yet. But I really wanted this one when they said it was going out of print. So, there we go. Fear No Evil. And guys, after 30 minutes, particularly ranting about this baby, we are finished. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm trying not to go as crazy as I did. Like, yeah, I say that, and I dropped $300 on this. But if you're a collector, you understand the things we want, like particularly $80 on this, but the only way to get it on Blu-ray was this way. But we shall endeavor to persevere, as my grandmother used to say. So some goodies, some ones that I don't think will be that good. Like my expectations for The Exorcist Believer are pretty low. I had high hopes for that until the reviews came in, and then my fucking back injury. But oh, excuse me. What can you do, right? So yeah, guys, I don't know when my next video... You guys know it, the fucking flubs are still here. I don't know when my next video will be. Hopefully I won't take another few months, because my last video was November 1st, the day after my horror marathon. Maybe I will start just doing an end of the month DVD Blu-ray haul. That seems to be the thing everybody does. Just don't expect a lot, because I try not to go as ham as I did. Like if I find something I want, I will buy it. If not, I will wait, because I still got to save up $100 more to pay for my car insurance. I am almost at the amount I need. So, but yeah, what can you do, right? So yeah, guys, I've rambled long enough. We are now at 28 minutes. Let me know what you guys think of these titles, which ones you like, which ones you don't like. Do you think I'm a fucking crazy person for getting the Dark Shadows set? I think I am, but I already know I was crazy. I mean, I'm 43, and if I buy a Squishmallow of Godzilla, you know I have issues. But, I mean, it's Godzilla, so, I mean, hello, Godzilla. I love Godzilla movies. I always have. But yeah, I've rambled long enough, guys. So, but like I said, let me know what you think of these titles. Which ones you like, which ones you don't like, which ones would you drop the kind of money I spent on these movies. But I think, like, the Dark Shadows set I'm proud to have. Same as with Daryl and the Mandalorian set. But yeah, we shall see what happens in the future. So until my next video, guys, whenever that may be, I hope you all have a great weekend. Watch a shitload of movies. And of course, as always, like, comment, please subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video, guys. The next video. Bye, guys. Later.